two things, two factors, two parts. Happiness and sadness, distress, issues, illnesses, health. There's opposite. Good days, bad days. So both things run in parallel alongside each other in the life of a person. Today, what's the weather like? Tomorrow, what's it going to be like? Today, a person will seem to you to be very happy. In some time, a little bit of time, be sad, upset. Constant condition, emotion, feeling, circumstance is not present in this dunya. Sometimes there's health, sometimes there's ill health. Some days pass well, some days don't pass too well, pass a bit sort of down. On one side there's happiness, on the other side there is sadness. So obviously what's in that? Allah Ta'ala says that وَالَّذِي يُرِيكُمُ الْبَرْقَ Subhanallah. That Allah says that you will see khawf during that time. You will see khawf. So there's a proof here, due to the khawf, the fear, that in the life, a person's life, you can equate it to the lightning, to the barq. In other words, our conditions, our feelings, our circumstances is similar to the lightning. Allah Ta'ala says that your condition, your problems that come to you, the issues that come to you, the example is given of lightning, the sadness, distress, issues, problems, difficulties, all these things are similar to the example of lightning. When issues come, when illness comes, when calamities come, when disasters come, what does a person do? Khawf overwhelms that person. Khawf. And he starts to become afraid due to the issues that he's surrounded. Just like in barq, Allah Ta'ala has put fear, just like that in the life, when we are enveloped with issues, then there's khawf beyond khawf, fear beyond fear. Allahu Akbar. So Allah Ta'ala says at that time, but alongside that I've also given a ray of hope. A ray of hope. It's not just fear. Allah says that just like in barq, there's not fear on its own, but there's also hope within that. Subhanallah. So the conditions of a person's life, the sadness, the distress, etc. Allah Ta'ala hasn't just put khawf within, but there's also the hope. Just like Allah says, so هُوَ الَّذِي يُرِيكُمُ الْبَرْقِ. So Allah says that خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا وَيُنْشِئُ السَّحَابَ الثِّقَالِ. So Allah it is who displays before the lightning to give rise to both fear and hope. خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا. But then within the clouds, what's the sign of clouds? Allah says you have the lightning, but the clouds are full of moisture, full of water, full of rain. And rain is the sign of Allah's mercy about to descend. Because lightning gives that awe, jaws drop, fear. But the clouds, which are there, Allah says, with the fear comes hope. After lightning, what's about to occur? The clouds form, they gather, and they are full of moisture. They're full of Allah's rahmah, Allah's mercy. And they will allow the moisture to fall. Then the fear of the lightning will evaporate, it will go. So Allah is saying, khawf is there. When a problem comes to you, just like sometimes you see the lightning, you get afraid, so in your life, difficulties, issues, problems, calamities, illnesses, when they present themselves, then also look to the other side of khawf. Don't fear, don't tremble, rather be hopeful in Allah. Because Allah says that lightning gives rise to fear and hope, and then Allah calls heavy clouds. So with the illnesses, problems, difficulty, with the tight situation, most definitely the clouds will gather. They're full of moisture, water, and Allah says, I've definitely arranged my mercy for you. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. So Allah says, khawf or rahmah, that never be despondent, never despair of Allah's mercy. Whenever conditions like this come, khawf is there. Khawf is there. When you see lightning, there is khawf. But Allah says, I put the clouds alongside the lightning, and they're full of the water of mercy. So same way Allah says that when an issue comes to you, don't fear, have hope in Allah. Allah definitely behind this, there's preparation for rahmah for us, for mercy. And the rest of the angels, so when they see that there's an environment of fear, and issues and distress, then this is their habit. وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ مِنْ خِيفَتِهِ. They also do this action. They also pass the time in the same way. How? Doing the dhikr of Allah. Allahu Akbar. Yeah? So this is what we need to learn. They do the dhikr of Allah. This is the example Allah has given. After lightning, which is the fear, the thunder, and the clouds give the ray of mercy. They praise Allah. So there's obviously the jalal of Allah. Person's upset. But when he does the dhikr of Allah, then just like the angels, they know everything. Allah Ta'ala says, the angels know. They start doing my dhikr. Oh my servant, you also, when you are surrounded with problems, difficulties, sadness, distress, dark days, low days, etc., what should you do? You should also initiate the dhikr of Allah, just like today.